or who possess these, wish through them to be honoured. To him, however, to whom honour is a small thing, other things also will be small. Hence, likewise, magnanimous men appear to be supercilious. Prosperity, however, seems to contribute to magnanimity. For those that are nobly born are thought worthy of honour, and also men in authority, and those that are rich ; for they surpass others, but every thing which excels in good is more honourable. Hence also things of this kind cause men to be more magnanimous, for they are honoured by certain persons on account of them. In reality, however, the good man alone is to be honoured ; but he who possesses both these, [i. e. good fortune and virtue,] is reckoned more deserving of honour. Those, however, who possess such like goods without virtue, neither justly think themselves worthy of great things, nor are rightly called magnanimous men ; for magnanimity cannot exist without all perfect virtue. But those who possess things of this kind become supercilious and insolent, and bad men ; for without virtue it is not easy to bear prosperity elegantly. But not being able to bear prosperity, and fancying that they surpass other men, they despise them, and act in a casual manner ; for they imitate the magnanimous man without resembling him, and they do this in those things in which they are able. They do not therefore act conformably to virtue, but they despise other men. The magnanimous man, however, justly despises others ; for he forms a true opinion of men and things, but the opinion of the multitude is casually formed. The magnanimous man, also, neither exposes himself to small dangers, nor is a lover of danger, because there are but few things which he considers to be of great importance. But he exposes himself to great dangers, and when he is in danger is not sparing of his life, because he does not consider life as a thing of great importance. He is, likewise, disposed to benefit others, but is ashamed to be benefited. For the former is the province of one who surpasses, but the latter of one who is surpassed. And the benefit which he returns exceeds what he received. For thus it will come to pass that he who first bestowed the benefit will be his debtor, and will be benefited by him. Magnanimous men also appear to remember those whom they have benefited, but not those from whom they have derived any advantage. For he who receives is inferior to him who confers the benefit. But the magnanimous man wishes to excel. Hence, neither does Thetis mention the benefits she had conferred on Jupiter, nor the Lacedaemonians those which they had conferred on the Athenians, but those which they had received from them. It is likewise the property of a magnanimous man to ask nothing of any one, or scarcely to do so, but to administer readily to the wants of others, and towards those indeed who are in a dignified situation, and in prosperous circumstances, to be great in his behaviour, but moderate towards those who are in a middle condition. For to surpass the former is difficult and venerable, but it is easy to excel the latter. And to conduct himself with dignity among the former is not ignoble, but among the lower class of men it is arrogant, in the same manner as it would be for a man to display his strength among the infirm. It is also the property of the magnanimous man not to betake himself to things which are held in honourable estimation, or where others possess the principal place. Likewise to be at leisure and given to delay, except where great honour is to be obtained, or some great work is to be accomplished, and to perform a few things, indeed, but these great and celebrated. It is also necessary that he should openly hate and openly love ; for to conceal love or hatred is the province of one who is afraid. It is likewise the property of the magnanimous man to regard truth more than opinion, and also to speak and act openly ; for this is the province of the man who despises others. Hence, he uses the greatest freedom of speech ; for this pertains to him who speaks freely. Hence, too, he is a despiser of others, and a lover of truth, unless when he speaks ironically. But his language is ironical to the vulgar. The magnanimous man, likewise, is unable to live with any other person than a friend ; for it is servile. Hence, all flatterers are mercenary, and all humble men are flatterers. Nor is he given to admiration ; for to him nothing is great in human affairs. Nor is he mindful of injuries ; for it is not the province of a magnanimous man to be mindful, and especially of evils, but rather to overlook them. Nor does he speak about men, for neither does he speak about himself, nor about another person. For he is not concerned either that he himself may be praised, or that others may be blamed. Nor again is he addicted to praise. Hence, neither does he defame any one, not even his enemies, unless in order to remove contumely from himself. And in necessary or small affairs he is by no means querulous and suppliant. For to be so is the province of a man who considers such affairs as of great consequence. He is likewise so disposed as to prefer the possession of things beautiful and unattended with advantage, to such as are advantageous and useful. For this is more the province of one who is sufficient to himself. The motion, also, of the magnanimous man is slow, his voice is grave, and his diction stable. For he who is earnestly attentive to but few things is not prone to be hasty, nor is he vehemently strenuous, who considers nothing in human affairs as great, but acuteness of voice and rapidity of motion are produced from vehemence, and considering human affairs as important. Such, therefore, is the magnanimous man. He, however, who is deficient in magnanimity is pusillanimous, but he who exceeds is proud and arrogant. Neither, however, do these characters appear to be bad, for they are not malevolent, but wander from the medium. For the pusillanimous man, indeed, deserving good things, deprives himself of what he deserves, and appears to have something depraved, in consequence of not thinking himself to deserve what is good. He also is ignorant of himself. For if he were not, he would aspire after things of which he is worthy, such things being good. Such men, however, do not appear to be stupid, but rather to be sluggish. But an opinion of this kind seems to render them worse, for every one desires what is adapted to his desert. They, likewise, withdraw themselves from beautiful actions and pursuits, as if they were unworthy of them, and in a similar manner from external goods. But the proud and arrogant are stupid and ignorant of themselves, and this obviously, for they endeavour to obtain honourable things, as if they deserved them, and afterwards are reprobated by others for doing so. They also study the ornaments of dress and graceful deportment, and the like, and they wish that their prosperity may be apparent, and they speak of themselves as if they were to be honoured on account of these things. Pusillanimity, however, is more opposed to magnanimity than pride and arrogance, for it more frequently occurs and is a worse evil. Magnanimity, therefore, is, as we have said, conversant with great honour. CHAPTER 4. It seems, however, that a certain virtue is conversant with honour, as we have before observed, which would appear to have a similar relation to magnanimity, that liberality has to magnificence. For both these virtues are remote from magnitude, but dispose us in such a way as is proper with respect to things moderate and small. But as in the receiving and giving of money, there are a medium, excess, and defect, thus also in the appetition of honour there are the more and the less than is proper, and whence it is proper, and as it is proper. For we blame the ambitious man as aspiring after honour more than is proper, and whence it is not proper to obtain it. And we blame the unambitious man as not deliberately choosing to be honoured, even for actions that are beautiful. Sometimes, however, we praise the ambitious man as virile, and a lover of beautiful conduct, but the unambitious man as modest and temperate, as we have before observed. But it is evident that since the lover of a certain thing is said to be so multifariously, we do not always refer the lover of honour to the same thing. But when we praise him, it is because he desires honour more than the vulgar desire it, and when we blame him, it is because he desires it more than is proper. Since, however, the medium is anonymous, the extremes appear to contend for it as for a solitary place. But in those things in which there are excess and defect, there is also a medium. Men also aspire after honour more or less than is proper, and, therefore, they also aspire after it in such a way as is proper. Hence, this habit is praised, which is an anonymous medium about honour. It appears, however, with reference to ambition, to be a privation of ambition, and to be ambition with reference to a privation of ambition, and to be in a certain respect both both with reference to both.